I'm just opening a table, standard table called VBAP. So this is sales document item data. Okay. So when sales is happening in the business level, there are some slips will be generated, right? Some documents will be generated. There we can see how many items purchased by the customers. Okay. So those items will be stored in these tables normally. If you see when you visited supermarket, we can see the items, right? Quantity, total amount, right? So those are the items. Okay. So in different cases, we call different scenarios. Like from the sales point of view, we call sales orders. From shipping time, shipping scenario, we are calling shipping order. Delivery time, we are calling delivery order. Okay. Invoice time also, we are getting invoice order. Supermarkets will get final slip. Okay. We can say it's the invoice or billing slip. So and from similarly sales also we have the item table. We can see all the items for each sales. Okay, that is why we have two primary keys. Ignore the mandate. Mandate is common for all the tables, but here we need to see VBL and sales document and item number. Both are primary key, which we call as a composite primary key. There are multiple primary keys. Then we need to call composite primary. Now for this table, I'm creating ALV and we'll apply some other options. Okay, put AC38. Create. Package and transport, we need to say. No standard pressure. Okay, so requirement is in the previous reports we display the whole table, select star, but we wanted to go with selected fields like a structure concept. We need to go. Okay, I'm just creating a structure for VBAP table. Only limited fields I wanted to display. In this scenario, how we are going to use ALV, that we are going to discuss now. VBLV item, you can see X means primary case material. We want material group, and then we wanted target quantity, unit of measure, amount also the network. And then next page. Here is the amount. Okay, I want to display only these fields. You remember, right, how to create local structure? Yesterday we used this concept. Just creating data IT underscore VBAP type table of TY VBAP or carrier VBAP type TY VBAP. Okay. Selection screen. First I'll click select options. Select options VBLN. For work area VBAP icon. VBLN. And then start of selection, select. You want to read only these many fields from this table. From VBAP into table IT underscore VBAP where VBLN in S underscore VBLN. Okay. This is the declaration part. And here we have selection screen. And here data selection. And then we need to display the data. Okay. Okay, work area VBAP. Here it is spelling mostly. Okay, and how output we are using grid display. Excuse me. Grid display. Continue. Here, what are all required? Exceptions we want, program name we want, structure name, callback program and structure name, and output structure is IT underscore VBFE. As per previous program, I'm telling. Okay. Then we have to write callback program. Structure name. When it comes to here, structure name should be internal table we have to write. Because we are not displaying the full table, right? We are displaying only these many fields. So all these fields part of this internal table. Okay, we have to write only internal table, IT underscore VBFE. Okay, if I execute, what is the exception here? Exception condition. Can you read this?
No field catalog available.
Yeah.
Triggered.
Yes. For ALV report, we have to create. We have a concept called field catalog. We need to apply that. Then only we can display the specific fields. As of now, we are not displaying the full fields. Okay. Because if it is a select star, okay, table is enough. We are mentioning the full table here. It field catalog will copy from automatically from the table. From here, field catalog means we have to mention which field should become first column, which field should come second column, third column. Okay. So this is option. We need to use this option for not this one, field catalog, upper one. Yeah. Okay. So in function models, when you are assigning something right to left, if left internal table is there, right side also should be internal table. Okay. And type of the both internal table should be same. Okay, this is the variable. I means import parameter. IS means import structure. IT means import table. Wherever you can see, I means only import single value. You can say X means single value. This is a single value. This is also single program name. Everything single. Wherever there is I, it's a single values. IS means structure. Structure means work area we have to open. IT means table we have to open. Now this is IT field catalog. We have to declare right side field catalog. So first of all, we need to know what is the type of this field catalog. Okay, just double click. Okay, so this is a function model, grid display function model. Go to import tab because that is comes under exporting. Exporting means in function model it is part of importing, opposite. You can see here field catalog. So in field catalog, what is the type? Type can be seen here. If you double click this, we'll see what is object. It's not going anywhere. It's in a C11 table type structure and all. It is going some object type group. Okay. Here type group means, so basically under type group is part of data dictionary, okay, which is having all types related declaration as a bundle. You can see number of types related everywhere, types keyword only there. We can bundle all types related declaration as a single object here. Okay, everywhere they declare types keyword. I'll let you know why, what is the use of type words and what we can create.
Kishore can't hear.
Sorry, yes, 1 second. Okay. So using the types keywords, we can declare the structures. Okay, local structure. In the report also we declare the local structure. Right? So structure will start with begin of end of. Structures can be created. This is also structure only begin of end of. Inside the structure, we can include my other structures as well. This is also structure names. We can use include types keyword, include structure. Basically, this is a structure. So types keywords can be used only to create the structures, and table types also, local table types. We created the global types, right, in S11. Have you remembered that global table type created in S11? Hello,
Yes, sir.
let me show you that. Under the data type, here we might created table type. You can see this table type we created. This in the table ZS20. These are table, right? We created the table type here. Table type for student. Nothing is we mentioned. We just created line type as a table type, and this is mentioned in the function model level, right? Similarly, this is a global table type we can create from S11, but we can create locally using this option. You can see types keyword. This is the table type name, and this is a structure name. Okay, so this format we can create the table types. Now, if you go back and double click that field catalog, what is this? If you double click, what is this based on the syntax? Table type only. So this will be the table type, and this is the structure. So only table types and structures can be created in the type group using the types keyword, or constants also we can create. In the last we can see saying constant. Constant means variables only, which we can assign some default values, which will not at all change in the report level. We will not able to change this. If you try to modify, it will throw error. Okay, it is kind of default values. Even in report level, if integer character, we can give default. However, we can override the value, but here we can't able to override in constants level. Okay, so only these three things: structure, table, local table type, and constants. We can create as a bundle within the data dictionary in S11 as a type group. Here is a type group option we can create here. The same type group I'll open here. You can see SLS list for all. It is specific to ALV reports. Okay, so all the ALV related declarations is part of this type group. Is this clear? Now this one 149. This is a table type. Now we need to create this table type in our report, because in function model they are using table type. In our report also we have to use here table type LT field catalog or fcat. Okay, now we need to create that LT fcat. LT fcat type table type. If you are declaring table internal table with the reference of table type, then we need to use only types keyword. Okay, internal table with table type. This is internal table with structure. We can also create internal table with table also, right? In previous report we created. Okay, now internal table is declared. Is there any errors in this report? No errors. But that is the internal table we assign to the function model. But that is, do we have any entries in this internal table? Hello.
Okay, sorry, continue.
So here we have LT field catalog. Are we filling any data in this internal table? If you see here, IT VBAK. So this we are filling in select query as per logic. We are reading data and we are storing here. For LTF cat, we declared and we assigned. Are we filling anywhere? We are not filling anything. We need to fill that. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm going to convert this report into subroutine because program will be complex once we started writing different code. I'm just writing here a read sales item. Okay, so this is the real read data, right? Double click, spelling. I have to remove this. Yes, create the main report. I'll create one main include. Okay, save this. Here I'm just pasting. Refresh. ITVBAP. So this is the include. Now I'm just creating one more subroutine. Perform create FCAT for sales. Okay, we have to create the field catalog. It's main report only. No need to create new include. This is generated. Here we have to write code. I'll let you know what we need to write. And this also we need to generate output also. Perform output. Okay. So everything needs to be part of subroutine. This is the main include. You can see it is included automatically. Bottom of the screen, bottom of the program. Okay. We are converting to include this also. Here we have to paste this. Okay. We go to the main report. When you activate it, we have to activate both together. So this is the report. This is the include main report. Both we need to activate it. Otherwise, it will throw errors. Keep on. If you activate one, it will throw in main report. If you activate main report, it will throw in the include. Okay. But as of now, we just converted to subroutine, but we had to create the field catalog content. So go to here. We have nothing is there. Okay. So we have this internal table here. I'm just creating work area for this. Okay. LS local structure FCAT. So if whenever there is an internal table created with table type, we can create work area with like line of keyword. Like line of IT FCAT. Okay. What is the like line of, if you remember that table type, okay, for student only, what is mentioned here? Line type. What is the meaning of like? It is similar to something, right? Hello.
Yeah, teacher, absolutely.
Like means it's a similar to something. Okay. Like line of means it is similar to line type. Okay. So in this is a table type we are using in this example. I'm taking this table type. Here we created internal table with a reference of table type. Now we are just creating, this is copied to internal table. Now we are creating work area with a like line type of internal table. Internal table line type. What is line type? This table type line type. So this is a line type. So we are creating work area with a reference of this structure, or we can directly use the structure in normal format. Normal format means type structure name. This is we follow, right? Normally. This is a that format, right? Work area with structure. This is the structure name. Here also work area with structure name. Or we can use like line of internal table. Internal table means table type only. Like line of table type means table type is created with normally line type. This is global one. Local one is in this format. This is a line type of this table type. Okay, both are same. Okay, we can create in this format or in this format also we can create. Okay. Okay. We created work areas. Now we need to fill that internal table. To fill the internal table, what was the keyword we supposed to use in internal table operations? We need to use append keyword. Using append keyword, we can append each and every record to internal table. Okay. So to append the one record to internal table, first of all, we need to know what are the fields available in that record, right? Is it or not?
Yes, teacher.
Okay? I need to append one record to internal table. First of all, I need to fill this record. To fill this record, I don't know what are the fields in this field catalog. There is an internal table. Internal table means there is a table type. We have a structure. This is the structure. We don't know what are the fields here. First of all, we need to know what are the fields available here. Okay, so this is a structure. If you double click, it will go to here. This is a structure, begin of, end of. In this structure, again, we have two substructures. Okay, I'll just open one notepad. Okay, so in this structure, again, we have substructure. First, we'll go to main structure. If I go here, main, again, I have two substructures, main 0, main 1. We'll go main 0. Okay, so this is one more structure. So these are all fields available. Okay. First, we'll copy. We are always targeting the top to bottom. So this all the fields. Next, just to go back. Main 0 is done. Now go main 1. We have these fields. This is a sequence of previous structure. All together, we can make it as a final structure only. Okay. Next, go back. Main 0, main 1 is done. So that means main is done. Now go back to this step. ALV spec we have to copy. We have these fields. Okay, so go one step back. Main is done, ALV spec is done, ALV. If you go back, this is the main structure. So this structure having all these fields. Now in these fields, whatever is required, we can use. It's not mandatory we should use all the fields. Okay, I'm going to use only limited fields, whatever is required. I'll go to this field catalog. We need to use ls fcat. So I'm going to use row position. This is the one field. Okay, hyphen row position equals to 1. Okay, I'm using 5 fields. Second one is column position. You can see call POS. Okay, first column position also. Then field name. So first field I wanted to display. What are the fields we have selected from the structure? These fields we are selecting VBLN, POSNR, PBLN. Okay, you can see all the fields here. Okay. VBLN. Next field, I'm selecting tab name is table name. Tab name means we need to use internal table, IT underscore VBFX. Then I don't want all these fields. I wanted heading to display for the columns. You can see here selection text long, medium, and short. So this data will come from the data element, if you remember, short, medium, and long. Okay. So now we can also manually push this data, medium data. I'm just pushing here, medium text. This is tab name, right? Here we have to push. So this is sales document. Okay, I'm just writing sales document. So I wanted only these 5 fields. Then we can append work area ls fcat to internal table lt underscore fcat and clear the work area. Because once we open the one record, we have to open next record. Now, when we open next record, we have to fill. To fill, work area should be empty. That is why we are clearing. So this is for one field. As of now, I'll just remove this because I'll copy the same set of code. Row position, column position, field name, table name, heading. So I'm just copying this set. Okay. We want how many fields we want? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here we need to write VBLN. Okay, sales document. And here row position is same. Column will change. Column will be 2. What is the second one? PO SNR. Here what is I? Table also same. Tables will not change. Here it is item. item number it is. Okay, next this will be the column 3. What is the column 3, guys? MATNR. It's a material number. Are you able to compare this? This is the first field, second field I'm referring here. That is why I splitted the screen. Third one MATKL, fourth one MATKL. We are configuring the settings like I wanted this field should be displayed in this position. MATKL. MATKL is the material group. The next fifth column is ZIEMA. It is a quantity. Then sixth column is MEINS, unit of measure. Like how we are measure like package, pieces, kgs. For the materials we have to measure, right? Liters, we have to measure the quantity. So that we can use a unit of measure. And seventh one is NETWR, means it's a net value amount, how much customer paid for that product. Okay. So this is a config. Now we appended 7 entries to this LTF cat. Everywhere we are appending, right? 7 entries append means, so now 7 entries part of the internal table. Now we are pushing to output. Let's see how output is coming in. Understood, guys? What we did? This is the main report. Any doubt on this? No? Okay. Just executing. You can see we are able to display only 7 fields: sales document, item number, material group, quantity, unit of measure, net value. You can see here quantity and unit of measure is coming same. We didn't change anything there. ZIEMANS. Okay, this is also unit of measure. Quantity is coming where? Sales unit. ZIE, we can say, yeah, this one quantity. ZMENG. Now we can see the difference in that. Understood, guys? You can see the quantity. So this is a sales document. How many items are there? Only one item, that is our 10. This is a material. There is a material group, quantity, ST. Again, here both are coming same, material group and quantity. So table level data is found. Okay, it's different field. Okay, here we didn't change. ZMENG. Make sure with the fields. I'll remove that field. It's just selecting some random. Okay, here also it is there. We have to change everywhere. Then only we'll get ZMENG. Reference also. We have ZMENG. In the reading also we have to change ZMENG, and field catalog also ZMENG. Save. Go back to the main report, activate everything. Okay. We have to activate main include as well. Okay, this also we have to activate. So then output will come. Okay. So we just adjusted the fields, right? Let me activate it. So whenever you activate, make sure you have to activate both the main report and include. If you're not able to find anything, here you can see display object list. If you click this, it will go to SE80. Here you can see the include. Okay, it will go to SE80 screen. Now right click here, activate. So this time it will activate all together. Okay, again you can come back to the report. Or you can directly open S8, you can edit there only if you're getting confused. Okay, so now I'm just executing. Okay, quantity is 0 for all the fields in table level. You can ignore that one as of now. But you can see remaining all fields you're able to see, right? If you see here, this sales order 4790, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can see 7 items are there, 10, 20, 30, 40. So majority cases, items will not start 1, 2, 3, 4. It will start 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 like that. Okay. So see 50, 60, 70, there is no materials. So that is why there is no amount, but items are generated. Okay. So you need to understand how we can display only specific entries from the table using field catalog. That is understood right now. Okay, these are only fields. You can see short, medium, and long name we can display. And if you want to remove sign values, if there is a minus plus values, if you don't want those, you can use this value equal to X. Wherever there is a character here in this field, value is only X or space. X is true, space is false. Okay. Wherever there is this kind of fields are there, then you need to use field name means field name you need to use. If this is a means current row, current column, this is a system variables 1, 2, 3, 4 will come always. Okay, if you want to write any key value, suppose I wanted to mention this. For sales document here is a key value, right, in database. I want to write as a key field. So we can go to the field catalog. Here, this is a VBLN. We can copy to one more field. So key is what is the possibility in key? Only C means what is the possibility either X or space. I wanted to make it as a primary key. You can pass X, caps X. To activate this, execute. Let's see. What is the difference? Previous and now? Any difference? Hello?
Yeah, we are there to show.
Yeah. You can see difference is blue color. Background blue color, you can see the whole column. So blue color means primary keys. If you want, I'll show from SE16. You might see, but you didn't observe. SE16, maybe for which you might see in standard tables. From this table only I'll show. If I execute, I'm not giving any way. Okay, this issue with the Mara table. I'll open SE16 at the T005 only. Countries table. Okay. See, this is a country's primary key. That is why you can see different blue color. Output will see that. You can see here, country field is blue color. Okay. Yellow is a free text. If there is a green is a master. Green as field is there. That is associated with some master table. Okay. Here in no green field because everything is free text related to country. If I open some other tables like EKKOL, right? Yeah, we have. Okay, here it is not coming green. Okay, so vendor. So wherever there is a yellow, company code is associated with So there is a company called master tables. Okay, there is a types master table. Okay, vendor master table, language TW02 master table, purchase organization, purchase group, currencies also we have master tables. Wherever there is a master tables associated with it, and it is showing in the yellow color here. In SC11 it will come as a green color. Okay, so that field, like if you want to write any currency fields, currency you have to mention. While creating table, we are giving reference table, reference field for in currency and quantity. Here also we have to fill all these three fields for currency field, and quantity also we have to fill all these three fields. What is the quantity field in which table, and quantity equal to X. So it will consider only field name we have to get. We have to duplicate the fields. If you wanted to display as a checkbox, if there is a value as a X and space, wanted to display as a check, we can select that. But majorly we are using only those 5 fields. So whatever is required, I will cover it now only in this session and next session. You want to write it as a hotspot. Hotspot means will be highlighted text. Primary keys mostly we highlighted when we write interactive report. Now here, see, I'm just writing hotspot. Hotspot equal to X. You might see in hotspot in web applications, right? When you place the cursor, it is showing a hand symbol, and the web applications, websites, Facebook, any websites. Wherever there is showing hand symbol, if you click something, it will open the new tab. Right? You might observe that it's kind of URLs. Hotspot means it's kind of URLs. Click here, something will get now. In emails also will get that. You can see it will not work, but because we didn't write any code, but you can see the hotspots underscores. Okay. If you want to edit the text, you can write. If you don't want some of the value you don't want to display, you can use this no sum equal to X. If you want somewhere some also there, we can use that. Do some we can use. Copy. For net value, we have the net value, right? Here I want the sum. Total amount sum. Execute. There might be some dependency. Let's see whether the sum is coming or not. Okay, are you able to see the sum of the amount here? Separate line, you can see the sum. Hello?
Yeah, we are able to.
Yeah. So here sum will come if you use a sum, do sum. Okay, so remain we'll discuss in next report. Now I'm going to show a few options. So here, Excel and email option. Okay, majority clients, they don't want this option. Suppose here employee salary information is there. Okay, so this, if we give access to some end users, what will happen if they use Excel and email option? Some finance, suppose example, this report is a finance report, company finance report. End users, they wanted to see what is the finance status, finance users, but they should not download and send to someone. If you provide these two options, if they download and they share with competitors, there will be some issue. If they send mail to their personal ID or someone, that is also security issue. Right? SAP giving this option for reducing the time or sharing the information. It's a better options actually. But in finance related, payroll information related, employee salaries related information, this is very critical, these two buttons. So majority of the clients, they're asking to disable these two buttons. Basically, these two buttons we are not pushing. These two buttons coming through that ALV report function model. Right? By default, it is coming. We are not pushing. But we can exclude these buttons in that function model. So SAP understood that there will be a chance client might ask to disable those. So that time SAP is supposed to give some options. So they thought that and they provided that option in the function model. We can use that. Okay, you can see here IT excluding. IT means internal table, not IT related. It's an internal table excluding. We need to enable this. We need to identify what is a type, and we need to create the internal table. Go to the function model here. Go to import tab. IT excluding. Okay. So this is also table type. How can I say that? If there is a T underscore, it's a all are table types based on the naming. This is structure. You can see IS structure. Okay. It's also table type. Double click, you can see table type with the type. So this is a structure. If I double click this structure, it is calling this begin of end of. How many fields are there in this structure? In this structure, how many fields are there? So we copied these fields from the field catalog. How we copy? Whatever is there, begin of end of. Now, how many fields are there here? Only one field, which is F code. F code is a field here. We need to use that field only for this, for care and internal table. Okay. So we need to identify those F code of Excel button, email button. We need to pass into this internal table. Automatically, those will disable. Okay, copy this table type. Come back to the declaration. So here, ITF code. This is the table type is available. Here also F code. We'll use lifeline of F code. Lifeline of F code. I don't want this one. Okay. We created internal table here with the table type, and we created work area also with lifeline of with internal table. Now we need to press error. Tables is unknown. Okay, that's okay because we are not at pass here. LT F code. Keep enter. Check. Any errors? No errors. Okay, it's showing LTF code is unknown. Okay, because if you see here, we are trying to activate only main, not in the main report. But where it is declared in the main report, not in the include. But we are referring an include. So that is why it is showing field LTF code is unknown. So that is why I mentioned we should activate both together. Okay. Still it is showing some error. Okay, this is not error. Include report is not from that. So we have to activate in the main report. Not in this main. This is a main report. We need to activate always main. So main is not there here. If you're confusing in that pop-up list, then you can switch it to SC80 and other objects will not come, other open objects. Only you can activate this two report. So now I'm going to create one more subroutine here. Perform. Exclude buttons. Double click on create the subroutine in the main report. Everything I'm creating under main include. So there is the main. Okay, it's not generated, saved. Okay. Okay, you can see here subroutine is created under main. This is a main report. This is a main include. Included is different. Main report is different. So here we have to push S underscore F code. F code is the work area hyphen field also F code only equals to some function code we have to write append to LT append ls F code to LT F code, clear ls F code. So here we have to pass the function code for that particular buttons. We need to identify the function code first of all for those two buttons. And we have to pass two blocks because we have to open two function code. One is for Excel, another for email button. Okay. I'll show how to identify the function codes for those two buttons now. We have to identify and debug them. So go to output. You can see the Excel button, right? Okay. So before clicking this, just start the break debugging. By enter /h in the command bar, debugging will start. You can see debugging is switched on. So click on email, this Excel option, automatically will trigger. So in the user command and selection screen, second report, we were using one system variable, SAP. So that will return the function codes in the runtime. Okay. So use based on that only we will write normally code. UCOM. You can see this is a function code of Excel. Ampersand V Excel. I'll copy to this notepad. This is one function code. Execute. If you can ignore this message. Now click on again start the debugging and enter /h. So debugging is switched on. Now click on email button. You can see this is %SL. This is for email. Okay. You can, if you execute, it will go to email related screen. It is open somewhere. Yeah. This is an email related question. We can write like instead of closing, I'll show how to write email, how to send email also. Okay, you can write email body. Okay. So here we have to give the emails. So once you enter, it will take automatically internet address. Then you need to click on send. Email sent successful. Okay. How to check the emails? We need to go to SOST transaction. There you can see here, mail is generated. See, sales reported, title, user, sender is address, recipient, and status of email, waiting for communication service. SMTP is not configured here. Otherwise, mails will go to this inbox automatically. We'll try to push. You can see here, cannot process message, no node determined. No node means SMTP node. Okay. So as the developers, if the record is showing in this list in SOST, our task is done. If something is error here, internal routing, no node is present, waiting for communication, then you have to write mail to base system. They will configure the SMTP. Okay. So that is not comes under us, or it is not comes under functionals also. If something is error here status, then base system should rectify. If the record is presenting here, that is indicates that code is working or transaction is working. Okay, this is from real-time point of view, I'm telling. So you have to take the screenshot, send mail to base system, ask them to configure the SMTP properly. Or they might configure @ some sap.com or @ google.com. They configure only for some domain. Gmail might not work. Or you are working from some client. Suppose you are working for Google, @ google.com. But you are working for a client, but you are working in different MNC. Suppose you are working in IBM and you try to send to your email ID @ IBM, but they configure only for domain. They restricted for only Google. Then your mail also will not. Okay. So these scenarios you have to send mail to base system to rectify the errors. Okay. This transaction is SOST. So now we identify the both function codes here. Okay. So go back to our report. We need to pass the function code. What is the first function code for Excel? This is Excel one. Okay, next email. Activate the report. Now execute. Okay, still buttons are coming. LTF code. Exclude buttons. Why it is coming 2 times? Activated both together, main report and include. Exclude button is also activated. Execute the report. Are you able to see the email option here? Excel button email option. So this is print preview, word processing, local file, no email option, no Excel options. Understood, guys, how we can disable the buttons?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you go back to the, oh yeah, so now I'll give you some assignment. You can try to disable all the buttons for practice. Click on every button and identify the function codes and duplicate that code which I assigned to LTF code here. So you have to write for each function code means you have to create this kind of blocks. Every time you have to capture one and append to internal table. Every function code should come in this internal table. So like that, you can identify all the buttons in the output and try to disable those buttons, local file, change layout, and all for the practice purpose only. Okay. If you go to the function models here, so we use only field catalog exclude. We have multiple options here. A layout option is there. We'll discuss this. It's very simple. First, we'll see what is the type. IS means it's a structure. It's not opening. Auto output. Yeah, this one import layout. Okay, this is a structure. This structure having, it's not opening. Okay, 1 second. First, we'll activate the report. Okay. First, we'll identify, then we'll enable that. Double click on this function model. Double click here, it will come there. Import. So IS layout. So list layout. So this is structure name. Come back to the declaration part, main report. Okay, here we have to create work area. LS layout type. This one. Okay, this is a structure. Okay, if you double click this structure, you can see all the stuff going to one. Okay, so this is a structure layout ALV. You go in the main one. We have only dummy one. Dummy is not required. Go to ALV spec. ALV spec 0 is there. We have these fields. So you don't worry. I'll try to explain all these fields in the final material. Or we have number of forums for explaining each and every field. Okay. Only whatever we are using, that is the only we are using in real time. Okay, these are all the fields for the layout. We'll create one more subroutine for appending the layout options. Perform layout. Now click and create the subroutine. We created ls layout, right? ls layout. We already passed this. Now we need to fill that ls layout where it is created. I didn't create the subroutine. Okay, it is created here. ls layout. We don't need to write append here because we are just filling single work area. ls layout, we can write here. No, if you don't want hotspot, we assign the no hotspot, right? If you don't want the hotspot, you can write. This is opposite to that. No, if you don't want heading, we can write C. Just using this no heading, no column heading. See what will happen now. If I execute in the output, are we able to see the headings here?
Yes, sir.
Where?
No.
No, we don't have headings. We removed using the layout option,
Ah,
using no column headings. Okay. Headings means that sales document, item quantity, we gave the text now, that is the headings. Headings are not coming. You can see one more time.
yes, sir.
No headings here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you
No
following
headings.
me or it is overloaded? Okay. So we'll use Zebra. I'll close with this only layout. Okay. So Zebra, what is the meaning of Zebra lines, guys? You might aware of Zebra lines.
Caution.
Hmm?
Caution.
The main road and all we see na alternative lines, white color,
Yeah.
black color. Huh? Zebra lines means alternative colors. Black and white will come. We need to cross the road using zebra lines only in the traffic signals, right? Here also zebra means output. You can see out. I remove this column heading. Headings will come now. Only you need to see zebra lines difference. If you see in the output, you can see light gray, thick gray, light gray, thick gray. You can see here. And able to see here for every alternative we have this color difference.
Yeah.
Because sometimes clients are asking, they are not able to read properly content. Because if you want to count the something, if it is the same color, we can't able to do, because that is a normal problem for it's not only in SAP. I'm talking about wherever. If you want to count continuously, we might something if you are counting. If it is a zebra lines, visibility wise, it is very good. We can count properly. Okay, so their clients are asking to apply zebra lines for the counting purpose. Alternative, we can count. If colors are different, our eyes also will work properly. So if it is the same color, we might miss something. Okay, so that is the way zebra lines we can use in the report levels. And no vertical line, no horizontal line. Okay, if you want to remove vertical lines, horizontal lines here. So this is the vertical lines, you can see. This is the horizontal lines. If you wanted to remove those, we can use here no vertical and no horizontal line. It's output layout. The content we are not changing. This is just output layout. No vertical line, no horizontal line. I'll enable only. I'm just enabling only vertical line. Horizontal line as of now, I'm just commenting out. We'll see vertical lines where we are removing. No means we are removing. Okay. You can see here no vertical lines. Everywhere difference is there, but vertical lines are not there. Here it is there in heading, but here it is not there, right? Yeah. Now I'll put vertical lines. I'll remove here. Remove means in output it will come. I'll just remove horizontal lines. You can see now vertical lines are showing. You can see here, this line is showing, but horizontal lines are not showing. Talking about lines, not the zebra lines. Zebra lines are there. Because of zebra, we can see the difference, but lines are not displayed. Okay. If you want to merge any cells, two cells, you can write. If you give edit option, we can edit the content. So that is a complex ALV report we call editable ALV that we are not discussing. But using this option, we can do edit. If it is edit, we can edit the content in output. You can see here, I can remove this too, I can paste it, anything. So this is becoming because of edit option. Any field we can edit, but it will not save in the database until and unless we write the editable ALV. Okay. Edit mode. Okay. Display, no scrolling. Key hotspots. Okay, this is that anyway we can pass in field catalog. Key values hotspots. Fine. This we are using regularly. In next session, we are going to do that. In this output only, we are going to create heading, not these headings, separate heading section. Okay, similar to, I'll show one of the transaction SM51, which is a basis transaction. We are going to create this kind of heading, system overview, this kind of block. These are all table headings, and this is the separate heading. We are going to create this kind of header and footer also in next session. And we are going to display subtotals like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We have some amount now. This 89995. We wanted to display subtotals here after this sales order. After 72, some subtotals. We wanted to show some subtotals, apply some colors. Okay, and we are going to create interactive report. If I click here material, I wanted to display materials in next ALV. Okay, interactive and subtotals and colors, header, footer, logo also we can try to display. Okay, this we are creating as a real-time scenario, full program. And then we have two more concepts called block list and hierarchy list in ALV. With that, we will be close ALV section.